Hey guys, so I filmed this video like 17 times already. Like get ready with me one, but I don't really like how my makeup turned out because my eyes be watering and they just not be with me today. So I just decided I'm gonna make an update video of like what I'm doing and kind of things I'm into. And as I was talking in my last video, I was talking about like things I used to be like super ride or die for makeup wise. And I was like, you know what, I should make a video of like what I was really ride or die for and kind of like what I'm really against now and things that I do and don't support. Which is like kind of like a chit chat video. I just kind of put some mascara on, but I just thought it'd be interesting, like, you know, talk and listen. I know a lot of people obviously aren't working or in trying times. My heart goes out to anyone who's struggling in any form, money, the virus, someone passing in any type of way during this time. Like, heart goes out to you. That's all I'm gonna say because I know you're hearing that in every social media aspect. For me, I've just been kind of, actually, you know, I might curl my hair a little more in this video. Been kind of just, I kind of was going through it, but before any of this stuff like that, I mean, money-wise, I think I'll be a little bit affected, but like other aspects, I'm more focusing on the positive outcomes that I can bring from my personal situation. I know not everyone's fortunate enough for that, but maybe some tips can help you. I just like needed positive changes in my mind, like mental health reasons, and obviously like kind of being trapped in a house. I thought it was gonna affect me more negatively. I can't talk. But I've been just kind of making a routine. I think it is important. Like, obviously, if you can't work, you're not essential. Everyone matters. Which I did really like that my governor said that he was like, everyone does matter. It's not that like you're not essential, but you know, some things we just gotta obviously social distance on. So anyways, so I've been out of work since the 20th. I probably won't, we're supposed to go back the 1st, but with our voluntary lockdown and not essential businesses not being opened, we'll probably go back the 10th, maybe end of that. But I know like bars and all that stuff is closed on the 1st or the 4th of May. I've heard both dates, so I'm just saying both dates. But yeah, so I was like, let's just finish doing my hair. This is my makeup. Is like, my eyes are mad because anytime the seasons change, my eyes get super watery, like the bottoms and the sides do. Allergy life. I didn't have allergies till like a couple years ago, but else healthy, like physical health wise, I've been doing good. Shane still works, but he's been, you know, making sure he hasn't been going anywhere else besides like if I put in an online order, he'll quick run and pick that up for like food or necessities or whatever. Also, he's been coming home, washing sands, cleaning himself so he doesn't pass anything on. And I've been in a routine. I've been cleaning my house every day, doing the dishes every day. Not that my house is like dirty every day, but I've been more keeping up on it. Actually doing my laundry for once and not putting it off for 100 years. I wanted to start making videos. I've been journaling, self-reflecting every day, making my bed every day. So hopefully like these tasks now, since I'm putting into a pattern when I go back to work in normal-ish life, I mean, hopefully life, you know, will get normal, and then hopefully we can learn things from these situations and better ourselves in the whole world. Kind of not take things for granted. That's foremost a big thing for me, learning how to save money and spending money a little bit better, learning to not go out to eat and eat the food I have and like I said, be thankful for what I have. But yeah, I've just been really focusing on that. My eyes are mad mostly too because I slept with makeup on last night, because I've just been doing makeup looks. Like, you got to take care of yourself. You got to do some fun things for yourself, even if you're trapped in a house. I mean, if you can, you know, go for a walk. Obviously, don't go with a bunch of group of people. Don't group with people. Check in on your friends, FaceTime them, Zoom them, whatever all those apps are where you can like group chat with people, but play iMessage games with people or whatever you can do, but stay in your damn house if you can. Like I don't know if I said this before because I filmed the video 100 times, but if you're an essential worker of any sort or healthcare worker, you know, I hope you stay safe. I know some of them are struggling or getting sick, but from one way or another, but you know, you are doing a great thing and great things will happen to you, hopefully. So anyways, let's get on with this video. So I did cancel BoxyCharm for the next month or maybe so, just because that extra $20-some does help. I've been playing Animal Crossing. I did get a Switch about 2.5 weeks ago, before I knew the world was apocalypsing to this bad. But it's also a birthday present. My birthday's next month, April 23rd. I'll be 28. I'm very grateful for that, especially with my health. And I've been staying safe. I've been hiding in my house since I am high risk. But yeah, that's about as far as we're gonna go with that. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy any other games, obviously, until I'm like back into working and know that I have money. But Animal Crossing is good enough for me. I've been waiting for Animal Crossing. So like I said, we're gonna kind of talk about things I really like and things that I've moved from. But I've been playing Animal Crossing since it came out, since on GameCube. And then I have New Leaf. I didn't play New Leaf a lot, so I kind of want to like go back and play both of them and just like compare and whatnot, because I kind of think that sounds really fun and it'll occupy me. I've been writing and reading, really like self-reflecting, and that's definitely helped me in a positive way. And just making a routine has helped me kind of just like, okay, well, I'm cleaning, I have a routine, I'm taking care of myself. So at least that's a positive, at least I'm doing something if I can't work. Obviously I went through a lot of things. I mean, with surgery and I couldn't work, and healing, I couldn't always like go out, I couldn't like go to shows, or I mean, I'd walk to the store, run to like Starbucks or something, which obviously like I'm not doing now for my own safety, and like I just don't want to go to Starbucks stuff because I just feel bad. But with that, like I kind of just like feel like it's surgery where I just like need to chill and be at home and whatnot, which kind of sucks at the same time because it kind of makes me sad, but it is what it is. But that little curling iron I was just using the most from BoxyCharm, and I do like it. I have a mini straightener too. Before the world ended too, Shane got me this, and then like a new notebook and some pens from TJ Maxx. Shout out TJ Maxx. We love TJ Maxx. And I've been playing Sims, so, and I have the yellow DS. I mean, I really keep wanting to say DS. I have the yellow light switch, so I've time traveled a few times, so I'm naughty. But yeah, anyway, so let's talk about Ride or Die. So one of the first makeup brands that I die hard on like every new palette. Some of them I still have, some of them I gave. I went through my palettes too not that long ago, and some makeup and stuff, and like lipsticks and stuff that I did clean and disinfect. And this was before the world went crazy, so like February, January, beginning of March. I gave a lot of stuff to like my nieces and stuff, and I was like, anything you don't want or it looks gross, like throw it away if you want, like not a big deal. But I was just trying to get rid of stuff, or like clothes and stuff. I go have them go through that, since it's like my nieces are teenagers, and then anything else I just sell or whatnot. But if I can like let someone else use something that I'm not using, it's a little bit, you know, I feel a little bit better. Or like a bunch of palettes that I got from BoxyCharm, since they send so much, and if it's really similar to stuff I have or something, I'm like, not really inspired by this, I give it to my nieces, because they're almost 15, 13, and 12. So 2 of them are sisters, 1 is a cousin, but they all pretty much live in the same house, so they get excited when they can get fun stuff, and I don't blame them. So yeah, Ride or Die brand, me and my sister both are Ride or Die. Me and my older sister actually are very similar. We both have pink hair right now. We look a lot alike. She's the one I go on trips with all the time. Obviously, we're siblings. We fight sometimes, but we always make up. And you know, she's like my big sister and my caretaker, and we always got each other's back. But we were Ride or Die for Too Faced, like ride or die. One thing I have to say is like Too Faced was like my first big, expensive brand. High-end, middle Highland, you know, like not drugstore brand that I ever bought. But the first palette I ever bought, which I don't have, I did get rid of because I just hit pan and it was so old, was the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. And that was my first big palette. My mom kind of sold Avon, which I'm like not huge on MLLs. We're gonna probably get to that either in this video or a different video. Or else like, I was really into Maybelline and stuff like that. I mean, my mom always bought me makeup, or if I had money, I've always been into makeup. Like I said, I had 2 older sisters. When I was little, they would like do my makeup and stuff because I wore and like curl my hair and whatnot. But yeah, even when I had my little weird goth and scene phases, I always was into makeup. And then I was like neutral for a while and didn't really wear colors for the longest time, probably until I started getting into makeup right before I became a beauty advisor, like the 2 years before that. So when I first started working at Kohl's, I was seasonal, and I went into Sephora and I really wanted to make a palette, and I was asking all my friends who like had high-end makeup, like what one's better for your eyes, and like bubble, like color wise, not like obviously hypoallergenic or anything like that, and stuff like that. So that was my first big thing, and then Too Faced hit, and I just was like obsessed. So when I was learning how to contour, obviously we have our good or bad days, Too Faced was the first palette I bought. It was theirs in the Lorac one. And honestly, like hands down of any like contour palettes I had, the Lorac one is hands down the freaking best. Ulta still sells it, but if you have a Kohl's, like you can use Kohl's Cash. I absolutely get a discount, so, and I'm beauty advisor there. So that one I love, like ride or die for that palette. When things start to get normal again and I have normal steady income that I know for sure, like honestly probably will repurchase that because I ride or die for that palette, not gonna lie. Definitely suggest it. They have a cream contour one. I have the Anastasia one. It's more orangey. I would say if you like cool tones more, the Lorac one's probably better. And I know they have different color schemes now for the Too Faced one. And obviously I bought the lighter one because I'm pale and I don't buy darker colors for anything because I'm not ever going to be super tan, and you know, I know they have the best color selections for other skin tones and colors, so I don't want to like take that away from them. Anyways, so that was like, we became ride or die. So I started buying the lipsticks. I know like one of the first expensive lipsticks besides a Kat Von D liquid one. Actually the makeup I have from her that I like, obviously I still keep because that's expensive and hard-earned money that I used to purchase that, but wasn't Too Faced one. I still have a bunch of their lipsticks. I mean, the palettes I use, like I don't just throw. I know they kind of are problematic in their sense, and that's not really why I don't use it. It's just like a lot of things are repeat, which is the same for a lot of companies, and obviously like you can only do so much. Definitely understand that. But I have all the chocolate bar palettes. Well, besides, is there like 3 original ones? I know Chocolate Bar Volume 2 I don't have. There's, even though I wear turquoise colors now and like have and like wear blues, there's something in how that layout is that I was like, absolutely fucking hate that. Like, that is ugly. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But the first palette, that was like my second most expensive like big palette, is original Chocolate Bar, which I still have because obviously like I clean it and it still works. It still blends decently. But I got that for Christmas and I was so excited. I know there's a picture on my Instagram where I'm like, with my palette, I'm just like super stoked about it. But Shane got me that for Christmas 2014, 15, something like that. And I love that one. And then I was like addicted. Like anytime that a new palette or like collection like that, I was like, I need it, I need it, I need it. So the ones I do have, I'm actually just gonna quick grab them. I have 4 left. So I have this one, which is the gold one, which I do love. Like the colors in this one are really good. I do love this. I do have a Christmas set of theirs, which I will talk about because it actually has like significant meaning. This is my chocolate bar, which I do need to clean and kind of scrape. Some access. I do have this one, which is the newest palette I've ever bought from them. And I do like this. I mean, obviously with makeup, it's kind of collector, but I just like the pastels. And for a while, it was really hard for me to buy pastels. And then I do have the Bon Bon one, which I bought online. I did just throw my peach one out. Oh, well, let's hope nothing broke because I actually would be really sad. Okay, good. The chocolate or the peach one that's in like this form, not like the other peach ones. Because like those ones just didn't blend for me. I just didn't really like it. And I have other palettes that like the oranges and those kind of colors are a little more pigmented and easier to use and I don't have to like dig. But the other one that I actually do ride, or I would ride for this one, is, I can actually grab it because it's right here, is the Just Peachy Mattes, the first one. The second one, I really wanted it, was not impressed. But this palette is really great. I mean, obviously, I really like sparkle, I really like shimmer, I love glitter. So if I brought like a little glitter with it, it'd be fine. But I do like, I used this one when I traveled a lot a few years ago, and I could get all the looks I wanted. Highlighter wise, I don't think they have any palettes. Oh, and I do have this one still, but I just really wanted to support Candy Johnson, and I just love Candy Johnson. This one too. This one's cute. But or else like I had the honey one and the peanut butter and jelly one. The honey one's mostly because I have like an inside joke with like the beauty advisors that I used to work with, and I'd always be like, honey, like me and my friend that I worked with for a while, she works in the medical field now and moved to Iowa, but like we just had this joke for a long time and it was just like this thing. So but that one that's when I started to be like, ooh, like everything's like chalky, like that one, peanut butter and jelly one, and then the peachy one kind of, and then matte peachy kind of one. The second volume, soft peach one, just like didn't do it for me. A lot of their Christmas stuff like just is so repetitive to me. It seems like their primer is too matte for me, and the peach setting powder is too matte for me. Born This Way foundation's not bad. Their concealer's not bad. I just buy ColourPop concealer and stuff now. It's way cheaper, obviously. This highlight I did by myself because when they came out with this, I really, really loved it. And then this one I actually just got in BoxyCharm, like a few BoxyCharms ago. But I was just really ride or die, and then I just got super uninspired. The smells don't really bother me. I do love candy smells, I think, and like sweet smells, so I think that was like one of the other reasons why I like really liked them. I do like their lipsticks. I like the unicorn thing. The only holiday collection I have is, actually I'll just grab it and show you, because it does have like, it reminded me of something, and so it has like significant value. Gosh, I'm just dropping everything. Is this little guy, because it's like a little coffee cafe in wintertime, and there's 3 things. I actually do like the blushes and stuff in this one. I started using it and picking this up again, but my grandma always, she lived in like a small town, literally like 300 people, and she always, we always got her like holiday coffee and stuff for Christmas, because she loves coffee and she loves flavored coffee, so just like really remind me of her and stuff like that, so that's why I got that. I think the only thing that like interests me this year was like that snowman thing, just because it came with a lot of stuff and I almost bought that. I do love Better Than Sex mascara, and that's something that I would repurchase, but I usually just buy the minis because they last decent a lot of time and they work well and it's way cheaper. I did try the waterproof one, and waterproof mascaras in a whole is kind of a hit or miss, but I really didn't like that one a lot. I'm trying to think anything else with them, but yeah, I just kind of fell in love with them. And then like the whole thing with like Jared, like I just think he's, I don't know, not my favorite, and nothing that they really have inspires me anymore. So another thing that I like was super ride or die, which I still buy stuff from their store, is Morphe. When Morphe first came out, I really liked it. I can hear Shani's probably being a creep. So when I started getting the colors again, it was before like Morphe even hit stores. Can you go? I'm trying to film and you're being annoying. Okay, Shane had to come interrupt me. But Morphe, so when I got back into colors, 2016, I wanted to use colors again. It was before like any collabs they did, before they were in stores, when they're just like strictly online. Kind of when like people first started talking about them, about like one of their rainbow palettes, which I still have, and actually I do like, because I was like going to PonyCon with my nieces, and I just wanted to use like rainbow stuff and start playing with color again, and it had like every color, so I was like, oh, this is super cheap. I bought some brushes, and it was really cheap for everything I bought. I definitely think their prices definitely went up. Everything Jaclyn Hill I have, I do like. I do have her new palette, which is what I'm wearing, and I wore yesterday. And the next video that I'm trying to create a look, which I was trying to do, we will use her palette. Any of her palettes, the Vault, I personally never had issues with. James Charles palette, the new Jaclyn Hill one that has a lot of pinks and colors similar to his is way better quality. I definitely will say that. Had some more neutral palette from Morphe that was good. I just don't know if I have it anymore because it's more like browns and stuff. And I just was like on the bandwagon to like buy from them. And then like one of the ones with like the oranges and the reds, I do still use that one because I do like the oranges and the reds in that. And their brushes are not terrible. They're cheap, but I actually use more e.l.f. brushes or Real Techniques, and I've gotten so many brushes from like BoxyCharm and like Ipsy throughout the years when I got Ipsy. So, and then I buy a lot of BH brushes because we sell BH at my work. But yeah, I was really like down for them, and now I'm just kind of like, I kind of go for other stuff when I go to a Morphe store, or they're like, their highlighters and stuff are nice. I don't own any, but like I'd buy that. Their concealer was okay. Their foundation's probably too matte for me because I'm definitely more in the luminous stage in life. But yeah, I don't really buy from them anymore. Whenever I go to the store, anything that I want is usually sold out, which is in Mall of America, so that's totally understandable. But I just don't really like go for them anymore. BH also, I do love them and I do sell a lot of their stuff. I have a few of their palettes. Some of them I gave up because I have palettes that are just a little bit better. But I do like their stuff. Their brushes are super nice. Like, I definitely would get their brushes. I do want to try their eyeliners, because their eyeliners when I played with them at work are pretty creamy and they have like a bunch of cool colors. Their brush sets I think are reasonably priced. They go on sale a lot on their website. You can get like coupons. At my work they go on sale. But I do have their brush kits, and I think like the stems, why can't I think, the holders, this part, this is a Real Techniques one, but it's really nice. They have cute sets. They always come with bags. Super cute, affordable. A lot of their palettes are really nice. Some of their new palettes, I just have a lot of palettes similar with like different colors and stuff. But my sister really likes them. They're a cheaper brand and they're nice, so I definitely do suggest them. I just like not super into them. ColourPop is a brand that my sister got into actually before me, which is weird. Because I was really BH and Morphine, she was really into ColourPop. Yes, ColourPop comes out with palettes and new things a lot, and sometimes it's a lot to keep up with. I definitely agree with a lot of people with that. But for the most part, I think their quality is pretty consistent. I don't have any really like, I guess all the palettes I do have are pretty much like special edition palettes. You know, not like just like a normal 9-pan palette. I do want to get a bunch of those. That is one thing. When everything's more calm and I'm working again, I want to get like the just like peachy one, the strawberry one, the lilac one, a bunch of those. And I know you can get like a bundle of those for super cheap, but they're really cheap. They always have coupons. A lot of influencers, if you do like a lot of beauty influencers like That Girl Shay, Raw Beauty Christy, I think, maybe not her, I'm not for sure. Kristen Leanne, I think they all have discount codes, which A, can make stuff really cheap, and B, if you like them, I mean, give them a little incentive. You watch their YouTube videos and give them money that way, so why not use a code if it's saving you money and you're supporting someone you like, just like a musician or something. You might as well. My first ColourPop anything was for my sister. Oh, actually, no, I do own two once. I wasn't like a collab-y type thing. And it was the My Little Pony one, which I still use, and actually, like, that's how I fell in love with it. So she got me, like, and this isn't, like, how Pure Minerals did. It was, like, the New Age ones, which I do like My Little Pony. They're cute. But, like, OG My Little Pony, which kind of also was, like, a bond between us, because her and my sisters, actually, I'm really close to 7 years older than me. My other sister is 11 years older than me. So they always had, like, My Little Ponies and original Troll dolls, Pound Puppies, and I always just, like, played with their stuff, too. So it's kind of, like, a blast from the past. But yeah, so that was my first one. And then when the Disney stuff came out, I have both of the Disney palette. Well, not the Masquerade one, because that one was really similar. And some of the colors, I mean, like, yeah, with any brand, be careful, really do your research. Some of them are really similar, like, oh, this is kind of that color remastered, or kind of the same thing. But so I have the Disney Princess Designer one, the first one they came out with. The Evil one, the Misunderstood one, I think it's called. And then I have, like, the Evil Queen kit. I have the Belle lipstick and the Snow White lipstick. I think there's blushes maybe in that whole thing, but I wasn't into blushes quite yet. And then I have the Sailor Moon palette and the Sailor Moon lip gloss set. And then I have two of the Butterfly collections. I have the all glitter purple one that's strictly all glitters. I love their glitters. I love glitter in general. I love their glitters. And then I have the Butterfly, like the Ready Orangey palette that go with this. So I have this. I had one of the Super Shock Shadows from a Disney collection. And then I have two other highlighters. I am obsessed with their lip glosses. Like, almost have every color. Any of their lipsticks and lip glosses, ride or die. Whether it's like that crayon looking one lipstick. I love their lip liners. They're super, super creamy, easy to use. They're the only eyebrow pencil I buy now because they're way cheaper than Anastasia. Except I will buy Anastasia's Brow Dent. Oh, that's another thing we can talk about in a second. So I'm ride or die with ColourPop. I do, yeah, like I said, I buy a lot of their collab-y things, which some of them, yes, are gimmicky, but anything that I bought, I really liked. I bought the full Anna and Elsa, like their box sets, love them, love the glitters. I think those palettes are they're good for me, like I didn't have any issues, and the lip glosses are super cute. And their like bullet lipsticks, I guess like a normal lipstick, are really nice too. I just, usually if I'm working and stuff, I usually just use a lip gloss all day, just because then it's not like all over my face. But another brand I just realized I was super ride or die and bought like all their highlighter palettes was Anastasia. So like their brow products, like don't get me wrong, are amazing. I do use their brow dip pretty much only just because I buy cheaper brow pencils now. Oh yeah, this has always been a ride or die for me. The NYX, and their foundation used to be ride or die for me too. But that is another brand I was super ride or die for, was NYX. And I love their lip products and their skin products. Eyeshadows, unless they've improved, I have not used them in a long time. Their eyeliners are decent, and their lip liners so are good. But anything else like that I haven't used. But I used to be like ride or die for all their highlights too. But I have the Moonchild palette. They're like one First Glow palette of Anastasia. Sorry, we're bouncing back and forth everywhere. That one with like Nicole Guerrero. Is that who they did it? I never got the Amorusi thing or any of their eyeshadow. Oh, eyeshadow palettes I do have. Why did I just say that? I do like some of their eyeshadow palettes. I actually never bought Modern Renaissance. The first one I bought was Prism, which, not the best quality. Subcult obviously freaked me out. I have Soft Glam, Sultry, which I always want to say like inappropriate salt, slutty. And then I have the Riviera palette because I got that for Christmas. But yeah, I have their two colorful ones, the Nicole Guerrero one, and then I do have their contour palette. But they were something like, oh my god, I was super obsessed and wanted all their highlighter palettes. But they do have really good highlighters, like for sure. Their eyeshadow palettes for the most part are pretty good, especially if you like glam and like neutrally colors or darker fall colors, like definitely like them. But that was a brand. So I'm like looking at my room and my makeup to see. I guess those are like the brands I'm really ride or die for. I do have Jeffree Star palettes. I know he's a scandal in himself. But I do like his stuff. I only have 2 lipsticks and a lip gloss, and then I have 2 of his actual palettes, and then the Morphe collab. Do I have 2? 3? 2, yes. 3, because I have the Conspiracy palette, or the Mini Controversy palette, not the, would kind of die to have that. And Kat Von D was also a brand that I really liked. I loved her lipsticks, obviously, like, sometimes are drying, but I did really love her lipsticks. I had that Too Faced, like the heart one, half her, half them, but then I got rid of it because I only used the red in hers. Her foundation, actually, I hated right off the bat. I tried it and I returned it because I was like, this is so cakey, this is awful. Lorac I used to be super ride or die for. I do love their liquid lipsticks, and I do love their contour palette, and I do love their highlighters, for sure. I'm trying to think, sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. But yeah, I guess like a lot of those little brands, like I was super obsessed with NYX. I kind of forgot to say that. I was like NYX and Too Faced were like my ride or dies. That when I became obsessed with makeup, like those were everything I had. Like all the liquid lipsticks of NYX I had, like all those colorful ones, all the macaroon lipsticks. I still have all those. I do like those, but those lingerie ones, like the skinnier tube ones, are super, unless they change the formula, are super drying. I do like their little dropper foundation. That is really good. And then Makeup Revolution, or highlighters I kind of went off on, and I do like their banana powders. Eyeshadows, I've never bought anything from them or anything like that. But I do like their concealers. I do like that. But I guess, yeah, those are kind of the brands that I really like and brands that I don't go off on. Maybe I think my next video will make like my favorite palettes of all time, but I hope this is like kind of interesting to you, maybe. But yeah, it's like crazy how I was like ride or die for Too Faced, like everything new I needed Too Faced, and I'm just like, whatever. But thank you for watching this video, and stay safe, keep your good hygiene, and pray that this all gets cleared up soon. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next.